Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your September reading. I've laid out the cards along the axis of the horoscope wheel. I will clarify with another tarot deck and finish off with one of two oracle decks. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome to all of you that are new and are not, that are familiar with me. I appreciate your spending this time with me. So let's get started with your overall energy, the Two of Cups, Scorpio. This is about always the relationship with yourself. The Two of Cups, we think of it as sacred, conscious love. This is about the deep connection between the various elements of yourself, a marriage of yourself and your higher self. This is you really becoming deeply connected with who you are and understanding that you deserve your desires and are worthy of them. So you are deeply connected in a way with your authentic self, and that is reflected in all of your relationships more and more. So it's a process. This isn't something that happens one day and it's done. At this time, you have been using your experiences to really build your self-knowledge, your familiarity with who you are, making those adjustments as necessary. And in your first house, your concentration, your focus, your perspective is the sun. Wow. This is really indicating that this particular marriage is something that is liberating you to go deeper and more joyfully into this expression of who you are. It's interesting that in one of the older original Egyptian cards, decks, and when I say Egyptian decks, I mean a Brotherhood of Light version from the early 70s, had this card. The sun was also the card for the soulmates and represented sacred marriage. So in many ways, it looked more like the Two of Cups. And this indicated that you are at a place where the divine feminine and divine masculine within you are married, are joined, are in conscious agreement and partnership, moving forward towards a goal. The goal of happiness is also about the goal of being who you truly are in the world. Taking joy in that, not hiding that, not being uncomfortable, not minding not being taken seriously by those that are blinded to the joy and radiance that you bring to any situation, including this incredible enlightenment. This represents joy in our experience on the planet and the mission of our service as we play and work creatively. Play creatively, work creatively. In the fourth house, the house of your soul, your family, your past, the Queen of Wands is exhibiting your confidence level. This is your passion on full display. It may be in evidence in your domestic environment. This may be in some significant family relationships. Whatever it is, you are leading through your heart. You're leading by your passion, which uniquely, because this card is a queen, gender is irrelevant. You are in a place to receive the benefits of the passion that you pour into the world or any project. That passion that you're pouring out attracts and magnetizes the resources you need to create this thing that is important, is significant, that you're determined to pursue. It's a beautiful card of your motivating others as you are motivated to pursue something. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, the Three of Swords is about understanding the pattern of disappointment and failure that may have attended to your relationship history. You may be at a time, whether you're married or not, where you are reviewing and understanding deeply, profoundly what your responsibility was in relationships that failed, in patterns of failed relationships, so that you are now understanding the way you may have naively or falsely given away your power with an expectation. It's interesting to me that you have both these cards, which are almost opposites of one another. This is definitely about your feeling and emotional growth and ability to find pleasure, joy, and peace in your relationships. This is about the lessons you're learning, the truths you've understood, but your ability to be in this place of acceptance and forgiveness around your failures and around your personal part in them is allowing you to reach these conscious agreements with yourself and others in all your relationships. In the 10th house, this is the house of your social identity, the way others see you. The Queen of Pentacles pairs so beautifully with the Queen of Wands. These are opposite ends of the axis, the home, the world. In the world, you are all about resourcefulness to get things done, to produce, to build abundance, to generate new ideas, to build on this inspiration that you have received. This passion is going to be grounded through your efforts, and you're able to receive and invite others in to your project, to your effort. I'm going to clarify the Sun card in the first house with the Six of Swords in the second house and the Four of Swords in the third house. You're definitely moving away from a place of challenge, from not being seen, a certain kind of invisibility I'm feeling with this beautiful Sun card. You're breaking out of this place of sort of existing below the radar. You maybe have found a way to move to a more supportive space, a more open space, a cleaner environment where there's less baggage. This card, there's actually a celebration of the ability to find freedom. And of course, we recognize the graduation mortarboards in the air signaling the end of a long journey, one in which you've struggled mightily. So there may be some kind of reward or achievement that you've been able to tick off your boxes. The Four of Swords here is about your ability to pull yourself into the gratitude for these understanding these experiences, finding the truth about yourself in these disappointments or failures you've endured. And the Four of Swords is really about the gratitude and the final understanding that you would not be where you are if you had not had the experiences, as painful as they may have been. So you're in a place of real prayer and meditation overall, and this is impacting your communication more than anything. In fact, you may be in a place where you are meditating or journaling about your the way in which this newer understanding of yourself and your potential is allowing you to communicate in a more powerful way, in a more gracious way, a way that acknowledges that now you are the person, you are able to safely be the person that you are. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups in the 5th house and the Judgment in the 6th house. Well, the Two of Cups is repeated, and that's pretty powerful. The Judgment also this is a powerful series of cards around the possibilities of a meaningful, conscious agreement between you and significant other. Not simply for yourself, but this is particularly around friendships, lovers, children, an ability to recognize who each are, and to connect deeply around the things that you are capable of mirroring each other around, so that this is showing your readiness for some really big judgments you've made about your own behaviors, the lessons you've had to learn, and what your purpose in life is. Somehow your relationships are opening that up and allowing you a new opportunity to revisit something that has come around in your life many times. It may not be the same opportunity or the same person or relationship, but it is something that you have worked at throughout your life. It is your mission. It is the thing that you feel you are here for. And this ability to release these gifts in the form of a relationship with others or with some goal that is important to you is come around in a way that you are aware. You must prepare yourself to maximize this opportunity in the way that you feel now capable, now that you're in this beautiful acceptance and shining of who you are. The Three of Swords in the seventh house is clarified by the Six of Cups in the eighth house and the Hierophant in the ninth house. The Six of Cups is all about a positive, happy memory, a kind of nostalgia that again helps you to revisit this place in your life when you naturally gave, explored, expressed yourself without any expectation. And when that joy in being, in doing something that comes naturally for you well, you experience this deep connection with who you are without question. And we often associate that with childhood because the things that often emerge during that time are things that for many of us we go back to over and over again as an experience illuminating our path of purpose. You are in a position to teach what you know. And that part of this balance that I'm feeling is your effort here, the Two of Cups twice and two sixes here in opposition are really describing this desire on your part to equalize out all of your relationships, and that includes with things, your work, your community, ways in which there is reciprocity. Not necessarily equality, but reciprocity and equity. And you now understand what that looks like. And you also have an opportunity to teach something that you naturally know and are able to teach. You're able to open up your process, yourself inside out and expose the steps that you've taken. You may be in receipt of some kind of educational effort or a mentor who helps you to develop your voice, your project, your ability to pursue your purpose in a way that is authentic to you. And because this is a process, that's what I feel is being emphasized here. It is the process of your coming into this place of complete acceptance and of the ability to shine. And this is unleashing your passion towards those things that are most important to you, building something of value. The Queen of Pentacles in the 10th house is clarified by the Death card in the 11th house and the Three of Wands in the 12th house. Yes. All this clearing away, all this rebirthing that you're actually in the process of at this time. September is an artificial bracket around this experience because as a Scorpio, for one thing, you are deeply attuned to destruction and rebirth, but you're also aware that this rebirth is clearing away and making space for this new thing that you want to build. We're ending with the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is all about taking your expertise, your passion, your knowledge, your gifts, and combining them in a way that begins to build a new vision, a new project, a new direction. You're inspired and capable of inspiring others, and in that way, others are joining with you very authentically. I am so curious about the process that you may be involved in. So please comment to me if you're working on a project or a project for you is emerging as a result of a similar process. So I hope this is resonating for you, Scorpio. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You know the drill. Although two flipped out, I'm taking the one that flipped out face up, imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I love this. Thank you so much for your time again, Scorpio. Until next time, namaste.